Hey everyone, welcome back. Happy April. It's spring, yes, sometimes. I don't know where you guys are all at. I'm in the Midwest and it's spring, but we had snow on the ground the other day, but now it is 54 degrees out again. So I think it's spring again, we'll see. Anyway, I have been wanting to do for a little bit now Thrive's new, let me just grab them, waterproof formula for their like eyeshadow sticks. Okay, they're similar to the Brilliant Eye Brighteners. It comes in a similar looking delivery system, but there are some differences. So I wanted to review that for you guys, talk through that, share that with you. There's not, I don't know, there's some mixed decisions out there, I know, and is decisions the word? I mean, I feel like yes, it is. Mixed reviews, but honestly, I like the word decisions because when you wear it for a while, you come to a decision on something, right? So there are some mixed reviews and decisions out there on it. I honestly have some mixed reviews too. It depends on what you're going for. There are times that I really like it, and there are reasons I don't really like it. So I'm going to talk you through all that. We're going to put them on. I have the rest of my face done, but I have to do my eyes still, so if I look a little funky, that's why. We're going to do that. I think I'm going to put them on two different ways for you. I'm going to put them on just them. I have two that I want to work with today. And then I'm going to show you how I wear it in a way that I like to wear it. So without further ado, I'm going to move on in and we'll get started. All right, it is time to put some makeup on. So I'm going to put the eyeshadow on. Like I said, I want to do it in two different ways. And then we'll talk through claims and everything. I have all the claims over here to the side. So we're gonna talk through their claims, pricing, everything like that. I have lip oil on that my hair is sticking to, so that's fun. We love that. And then we'll go from there. But let's talk about it. I have, like I said, two colors. There are 4 shades. I have the matte, because this is their first ever matte formula, so I have the matte here. And then I have one of the shimmers that I'm going to use. This one is Nikki. It is a blush gold color. Okay, I've used this one actually quite a bit, but there's the stick of that one. Let's see, my matte one, Galen, something like that, is more still like pointed. I don't use that one as much. I also was kind of a dummy and I put this end on, that's why it's all dirty. Now I threw it on the floor, but instead of putting it over the smudger brush here, I put it on the other end. So that's partially why it looks a little smashed down. Hold on, I gotta grab this. Come here, come on. Okay, got it. So we're gonna use these two. The other 2 shimmers are, oh for Pete's sake, I gotta put my hair up because this is just gonna keep bothering me, are the Dr. Q, which is a caramel bronze, and then Regi, which is more of a cocoa. So those 2 are a little bit darker. Let's see if we can just get this hair pulled back so that we can just deal with the eyeshadows and everything without hair. Okay, try to keep it down, doesn't last. All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna come in even closer as I put this on. I'm gonna put Nikki on first. Now, these are the Infinity Waterproof Eyeshadow Sticks, and they are waterproof. I will give you that. So I'm going to put them on, these 2 together first. I'm going to just put Nikki on because the claim, well, not the claim, but what they, say below it is that it's an all-day high impact look in just one swipe. You need more than one swipe to cover your eye, but I get what they're saying, right? So I could just put it on and go here, and we've got, I'm doing a couple back and forth, but I built up, and you can already see there's some shimmer there. So I like to put Nikki, similar to what I would do with the Brilliant Eye Brightener, if I'm just using these, kind of in the inner corner there. And then I go through here, and I put her up here. Now, there is this lovely smudger brush that works well. It's I don't know. I've heard some people say that they feel like it picks up a lot of the product, and it maybe picks up some, yeah, there is some product on there now, but when I'm smudging out my upper lid, that's kind of what I want. I could use my finger, but it's really sticky and I don't like the way that feels on my finger. It's not creamy like the Brilliant Eye Brighteners. It's not. It's definitely stickier and tacky. So I'm gonna come back in here, but then that's kind of what I do here. I'll use my finger on this side to compare. So I'm gonna build it up down here and in here, and then kind of zigzag through here. Okay, so that one's with my finger. This one was with the smudger brush. I mean, there's a difference. So now I gotta even it out. I'll just put a little more up here. There is a difference. The smudger brush definitely takes some more off, but it depends on what look you want, right? Depends on what you're going for. So sometimes I don't like as much up there. So that's why I take my little smudger brush and I smudge it out, and it smudges it. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a smudger brush. So that one is Nikki. Okay, I just have Nikki on my eyes right now. It's this nice blush gold shimmer. Okay, I have some of my Brilliant Eye Brighteners here. I don't know, I feel like it's very similar to Aurora. Yeah, Aurora. I'm gonna swatch it next to, not that one, maybe these three later. Okay, Terra, Aurora, and Miko. And you'll be able to see that it is pretty similar to Aurora. Put those over there so I don't lose them. So I will swatch those at the end next to that. And actually, this one, the matte, is close to Terra, in my opinion. So I'm going to use the matte now over here, where I hadn't actually put any out here, and then kind of bringing it in. But like, boom, she packed, like, oh, that's not good. It packs a punch, okay? So I definitely want to come in with my smudger brush and blend in to the inner corner area. And then I'm going to have it out here, kind of smudge it out. Because it definitely packs a punch. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to have some problems. It's so sticky and tacky though. Like, ugh, I don't know. Can you see it? Like on my, look at, you can see it on my fingers there. It's tacky. And I mean tacky like sticky, not like tacky like it looks bad. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. And again, I'm going to go kind of on this outer portion of my eyelid only. And smudge it. If I don't use the smudger brush, my eyelids are going to stick to each other all day long. And going to be honest with you, a lot of the times, like I've worn this a few times, like a look like this where I have both of them, or even just Nikki by herself I've tried. Does that look even? No, I feel like it's not even. My lighting's not great today. I don't know why. And I'm kind of blinding myself to get it to look somewhat good on camera for you guys. So hopefully we're looking okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna look to the side where I can actually see in my camera there. I don't like it. All right, so anyway, it definitely like, it holds a line. I'm gonna try and smudge this out here even, just to like make it less sharp of a line. But because I smudge it, it's not terrible right now. If I don't smudge it, like immediately my eyelids start sticking together. But even when I do, I've noticed that throughout the day, like I'm doing weird things with my eyes right now, my eyelids like stick together. Like it stays sticky, it stays tacky. And yes, sure, it's creamy, but like if I touch it there, I don't know, you can see like it picked up some. Like I didn't use this finger for any smudge. I definitely didn't use this one for smudging. Look at that, I picked it up though. Like it's gonna stay tacky for a little while. So just keep that in mind. I guess that's my kind of thing. We'll get into that more. But that is something I notice, is that my eyelids do sometimes stick together. Like when it's in here creasing, like this part's sticking to that part already. Isn't that fun? It doesn't crease though. Like it doesn't cause a lot of crease lines, which is nice. The Aurora definitely, it's Nikki. Aurora's the Brilliant Eye Brightener. Like the Nikki, when I usually wear that one in the other way that I'm gonna show you in just a second, that one I don't have any issues with. I've worn the matte one a few times, and I just can't get over how like my eyes stick together, so I had to stop. I had to stop wearing them together. I like it. I like that it's a matte. It's cool, but I just don't think it's as, I don't know. We're going to get into that at the end with my final thoughts, but it definitely sticks more. It's sticky, okay? I've said that like too many times. I don't want to beat a dead horse because I love Thrive and I love their stuff. And I really do like these because they stay. Like when you want them to stay, they will stay. I took these to Florida. If you watched my travel bag video, you saw that I took these to Florida and I loved it. They were great because when I was in the ocean, I would come out and my eyes, like it would still be there. It would be perfect. And I wouldn't have to redo it before I went to dinner or anything. Like it was good. It stayed all day and it does that and it is great. So what I normally do now on a daily basis, I do still wear Nikki every day. I'm going to go take this off my eyes. We're going to redo the look and I'm going to show you what I wear on a daily basis with Nikki because it stays and I love that. Like if you are somebody who wants your makeup to stay all day, it will do that. So I'm going to go wash this off because I need to go wash out with water and then, well, a lot of water because it's waterproof. And then I will be right back to do my normal look with Nikki. Okay, so let's do what I normally do with this because I do like to use Nikki. Now it's mostly off. There's still some in the inner corners. I wasn't gonna scrub because it's waterproof. Like I just put this on and then try and take it off. It doesn't like that. At the end of the day, it will usually come off with my cloth that I usually use with some water. It's like it's not like the makeup eraser. It's a different one that I use. It's actually a Norwex cloth that I use, but usually that works. And at the end of the day, it will work, but it's still on there at the end of the day. So I have to like take it off and I wasn't going to fight it right now since I just put it on. So some of the Nikki's in there. I got I feel like I'm Galen. I think it's Galen. I think that's what this one's name is, this matte. So where is the name? I show it to you. There we go. Okay. But that is the matte one and it's off now. So I do have a little bit of Nikki left, but I'm going to put some more Nikki on. So we're going to come in here and we are going to redo our inner corner and I go along the base with this usually. And then, yeah, I go up here in the brow bone and then I just kind of do a little zigzag down. Again, in my inner corner. I'm going to go across the bottom because I like shimmer. And then I do use the spongy smudger on the daily basis to just make it a little less pronounced, a little more neutral. Obviously, shimmer is not a natural thing on the face, but it's more neutral. Okay, it's less in your face. So that's what I do there. And then what I like to do is I just take one of my palettes and I go in with a brown powder eyeshadow to go through the crease to really get it to stay down. And you know, I'll sometimes like just smudge Nikki's like somewhat through here really lightly in the rest of it. And that will hold the powder on all day too. So it honestly works really nice as like a base primer, kind of. It's not a primer, it's its own shadow. You don't need a primer, you so don't need a primer for these. But if you want to use it with a powder, it works for that. So I'm just going to use like a brown. I'm using this one right here for now. Focus. Okay, there we go. The Imagine from the Real Her palette in This Is My Dream So Big palette. Yes? Question mark? Yes. So I'm just going to put that powder on my brush and then I just go through here because if I put it in the crease and I just kind of brush it through and then brush it down into the crease, like my eyes aren't sticking together at all. It solves the problem. Boom, done. And I like to do that, you know, like I like a matte in my crease and on this outer edge of my eyelid and my upper eyelid. I like to kind of smudge all that together. That's why I did that with the Galen, the matte one. We're gonna go a little extra today because I can. And then I'll bring it in and I bring it in. So I like to do the matte there anyway. So that's what I do. So it's not actually that much effort for me to do that. And I still have the shimmer up top that's staying up in here in my inner corners, brow bones, all of that from Nikki. That's all looking great. So that's what I usually do on the normal basis, like everyday use for these eyeshadows, because then it will stay. Like this eyeshadow look will be staying all day. I won't have any issues with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly just put on my eyeliner, my mascara. My brows are done already, but I'm gonna do eyeliner and mascara. I will be using the Thrive mascara in Bryn. This is their liquid lash extensions, waterproof. No, tubing. Tubing is the word I meant. It's not waterproof, but honestly, when it gets warm water, it will just come off in flakes, so it doesn't smudge. So kind of is in a way. But anyway, so this is the one that I'm gonna be using. It's also from Thrive. I'm gonna go and just quickly zoom through that, and then we will swatch things and talk final thoughts. Okay, so there's the eye look. This is the normal eye look that I would do, like I said, so I just wanted to end with that one. We are going to talk, I'm gonna swatch first and then we'll talk. So let's start with, how do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna do Nikki there. Okay, so there is Nikki. Ooh. Hold on. That was a not so good swatch. Let's do that better. I'll bring it up this way so that way you guys can actually see it. It tends to help. So there's Nikki. I'm gonna do, I don't need that one. I'm gonna put Aurora, and I will put Miko by it. Miko is much pinker though, so it's not really the same. But if I put Aurora next to her, this one is Aurora, the lighter one, okay? And they're just like, the formulas are so much different. Like this one is tackier. It's like sticking, it's not moving. This one I can still move if I want to. You know, I can shear that out as much as I want to. I'm gonna build it up a little bit so that way you can see for colors. But that is what I love about the Brilliant Eye Brighteners, is they can shear down, they can move. I love the Brilliant Eye Brightener formula. I'm not a huge fan of the way that these new ones, the Infinity waterproof eyeshadow sticks, move. But for what they're trying to do, they do it. Like, they do the thing. They don't move. Okay, this next one that I did here. Come on. Don't focus on me. Focus on my arm. Told you this lighting's weird today. This one is Miko. Over here. The Aurora is definitely closer to it. Okay, so I was going to do Terra. We'll do Terra next. Yeah, Terra's definitely redder. Okay, so Terra I'm putting on this side. That one is definitely much redder. Much more kind of terracotta-y almost, which is exactly what Galen is supposed to be. So I'm going to do that one next. Ooh, that is terracotta. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, I do really like the way that glides onto my arm. So, are those great swatches? Absolutely not. But you can see, there is our matte. That is definitely a matte compared to the others. I will get up and turn my arm the other way. I'm gonna just, for funsies, what do I have here? I have Muna. This one is much darker, but since we're swatching them, that one actually looks kind of, I don't know, when I put it right next to it, it doesn't. I was gonna say that one kind of looks like Nikki, but I just put Muna below Nikki here and it doesn't really, over here it looks like it. Okay, I'm gonna move my arm. So, again, this one is Muna way out here. This one is the eyeshadow stick. It's like, they definitely feel different on my arm. So this one is Galen. This one is Tara, which is one of the Brilliant Eye Brighteners. It is one of those like limited collections, so sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Here we have Nikki. Okay, and then I did put Muna on top of her again because I thought they were similar, but kind of, sort of. Aurora is definitely more similar right next to it there, and then Miko is the last one there in that light pink. So those are some of the swatches again of them. But yeah, I would say, I don't know. Nikki, I almost feel like is a mix between Muna and Aurora. Definitely closer to Aurora though when I'm looking at it here. So anyway, I don't know how many times I can say so in one sentence. We're just gonna keep going with it. I'm gonna read you guys some of the claims and we're gonna talk my final thoughts. Let's do the claims first and then I'll share my thoughts on those. So the Infinity waterproof eyeshadow stick, that is what I have here. It does have the smudgy thing that's normally clean unless you're like me and try to put the wrong cap on and then you get a mess. But here they are. Like I said, there are 4 shades. There are 3 shimmers. So there's Nikki, which is the one that I have on my eyes today. Where is Nikki? There's Nikki right there. That one is a blush gold. Dr. Q, like I said, is more of a caramel bronze. And then Regi is definitely a cocoa. It looks like this end part of Muna, but like Muna is not super, super dark. So Regi, I think, is a little bit darker than Muna. And then the one matte, which is Galen. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Gailon. That is how I would say it. But if I'm saying it incorrectly, I apologize. Let me know if you know. So these are 100% vegan and cruelty free. They are $26 for those sticks. The Brilliant Eye Brighteners are $24. And the mascara is actually $24 too. So these are $2 more expensive. But if I hold on, I'm gonna hold them side by side, okay? Let's go to like there. Right, I'm gonna ignore the brush. When I ignore the brush, they're the exact same size. Deception, man. I was like, oh, but they're a lot bigger. Yeah, no, because there's that smudger brush. And then if I put them at the bottom, Brilliant Eye Brightener is actually sticking up more, but I think the sharpener goes up higher. Because they both have, like Brilliant Eye Brighteners have this little sharpener on the bottom, and so do these, which I did use for this one when I smashed it in. But because they're so creamy, like, I don't know, it just, yeah, it works, but I don't feel like you need to. Anyway, so they're about the same size. Let me read. Does it have... They are literally the exact same size. They're both a net weight of 0.049 ounces or 1.4 grams. They are the exact same amount of product. The Infinity Waterproof Eyeshadow Stick is $2 more. It does have a, I guess technically more advanced formula because it stays all day, but I really like the Brilliant Eye Brightener formula. I really do. I love how creamy it is. I love how movable it is. But I also like this one. Like, I don't hate it. It just gets really tacky. But if, like, when I wear it this way, I love it. I love it. I really do love it because it will stay, and that's what I need, right? Especially if I'm going to be, like when I was in Florida. Oh yeah, I needed this. When I go to the lake in the summer, it's gonna be great. But honestly, as a teacher every day and a skating coach, like I go to the school and I teach all day and then I go to the rink, and then when I come home at night, I have to run around doing all the stuff. My eye look is still put together. So I definitely like it for that. And I'm gonna read the claims as to why it supposedly does that. So it is a semi-permanent micropigments, keep this eyeshadow stick completely waterproof, sweat-proof, and smudge-proof to stay for a full 12 hours. I will say yes, it does do that. Creamy, easy to use, mistake-proof formula glides on seamlessly for easy application. Yeah, it does that. It does glide on easily. It's not hard to apply, and you got the smudge brush that helps too. So I would agree with that as well. The last thing that I have for it, or that they have for it, I guess. So 100% vegan and cruelty free. It has sodium hyaluronate, ceramide NP, aloe leaf extract, and vitamin B5 work to plump, hydrate, and replenish moisture on the eyelid. Maybe that's why my eyes stick together. I don't think it is. But some of those things in there, like I could, like aloe, if you put like aloe gel on ever, it's sticky. So maybe that is partially what's making this so sticky. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Don't quote me on that. But that's my hypothesis, is why they're sticky, because of that aloe. Again, I have nothing to back that up. It's just my experience with aloe stuff. It's a little bit sticky. So anyway, I don't know. That's my thought. But those are the claims. That is what they say about it. And I would agree with those claims. It definitely stays all day. It does that. It's not hard to put on. It definitely glides on. When I glide just that matte one, like when I was swatching on my arm, oh, it glides on so beautifully. It does copy if you have the Brilliant Eye Brighteners. Like, I love how easy to use that formula is. It's so creamy. And that one's really movable. This one's not as blendable, okay? But it goes on similarly. It just doesn't blend out as well. That's my big thing there. So, pluses, it stays all day. I will give that like 2 points. I love that when my eyeshadow actually stays all day. And I can put other eyeshadows over it and they will stay. Like this powder, she's not going anywhere today because it's got my Thrive waterproof eyeshadow stick under it. It's going to hold it in place. 2 pluses for that. Okay, I love that. For me, that is important to me, that it will stay all day, because I am a fairly busy person. I just do a lot of stuff. That's just how I am. So I need makeup that's going to last me all day. Let's see. The colors I do like. I like Nikki a lot. It kind of does fit at home with my other Brilliant Eye Brighteners that I have. This one is a new color to me, this terracotta, and it's a matte, which I do like mattes. I like how they're matte when on, but where I wear mattes on my face, it just doesn't work as well for me. Because if it's gonna go in that crease area, anywhere within that area really, your eyelids are going to stick together. At least in my experience. I can't guarantee that. I don't have your eyelids. I don't know what your eyelids do. But for me, that is what they do. 100%. So that one's a not plus. That would be a negative, I guess, is the sticking together. But the plus is, I do like, they only have 4 shades, but they're good shades. I think they're good starter shades, at least they're good natural shades. I like it. Yeah, so I guess that'd be what, 3 pluses if we're counting the 2 for the staying all day, and then the 1 negative for it sticking, or they kind of balance each other out depending on how you want to look at it. I like them. It would be nice if they didn't stick as much, but I get that maybe they have to in order to do their staying all day waterproof thing. So I'm not mad about it. I understand it. The rest of Thrive stuff is so innovative though, that I feel like they could do more with it, but I'm not a makeup curator. I don't do this, whole science behind making the makeup. That's not my thing. So if this is what they had to do, maybe that is what they had to do, and I do trust Thrive. In general, everything else that I have, I love from Thrive. I'm like looking at my makeup mess that needs to be cleaned again. And there's a lot of Thrive sitting here. I love Thrive. Everything else I have from Thrive I really like. And I do like these. Like, I don't want to give you the wrong idea. I do like these. They're maybe not as great as some of the other stuff depending on the use you want for it. But if you want something that's going to stay all day, it is great. Like, I am really happy that I have this in my collection. I really am. Especially Nikki. If I had to just pick one, I would pick Nikki. I don't think I'm going to use the matte one as much. I wanted to get it to try it because of the matte, but I'm not going to use it as much. And if you are similar with me where you like some shimmer and then matte in like your crease area, I don't know if you need to spend $26 on that. I just don't. But I love Nikki. Okay, so if, like, one of the shimmers is something you would like to do, something like I do where you shimmer and then you put a little powder there, if that's something you like to do, 100% can recommend that because it will stay. It will stay. Okay. at least much better than almost any other eyeshadow that I wear usually. So yes, give it a gold star for that. It has my stamp of approval. Not that it needs it, but that is my review on that. Those are my thoughts on that. So I hope that that was helpful for you guys. I hope that you were able to see this and that I didn't ramble in too many circles, because I kind of felt like I did, but I was trying to really get my point across about how I feel about it. So if that was helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you did. If you are new here, please subscribe below. I have some other reviews and fun things coming soon, so I'd love it if you keep hanging out with us here. And overall, just have a great day. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the spring weather that's hopefully here and or coming. Bye. Have a great day.